Alright, let me explain. Yeah, I'll explain. That's a good idea, Joe. So, I took a photo of the two non-matching paints into Photoshop because I'm colorblind, so I'm not much use. This is the paint from my car. My car's paint touch-up kit, which is here. This is the ground coat of a 3-coat system. There's the ground coat, the mid coat, and the clear coat. My color is a white pearl. Now, this touch-up kit cost me... The stream is skipping? This touch-up kit cost me like $20. So I want to be able to make my own touch-up paint using cheap paint. This whole box of paint costs like $8. So here's what I saw. When I used the teardropper on this, it showed me that it's darker. It's more of a gray. It did not indicate any other colors, however. This one showed more of a white. So all I got to do is add black to this, and it becomes this. Now this is still considered gray or white, but the facts are the facts, and Photoshop told me that this is a gray. It's a very light gray, but it's still a gray. So I'm going to mix black into my white and make it slightly gray, and we'll see if that makes it match. We took this, we teardropped this, and you can see it's in the gray. This is all the way black, this is all the way white, this is at about 25% in. Well, like 1/3 or 1/5 in, 1.5 fifths. This is where it is. Now, if we teardrop this, it moved up and to the right. So it's a little more saturated into this purple blue, but the other one's more like right here. Boom, boom. So this one is a little darker, this one is a little lighter. So if we add black, it will become less saturated, so it'll move it left, and it will move it down because it's closer to black. So that's all we got to do. So I'm using Photoshop to help me mix my custom paint color. Now, I have a theory that I can actually mix any color touch-up paint for any car using these techniques. But a lot of cars have a metallic color to them. So for that, I bought mica, which is what they mix into car paints. This is what separates car paints from other paints. So I bought silver mica. This is sold for cosmetics, like eyeshadow and stuff like that. Let me turn down this fan so I can not have to yell. Alright, let me, Alright, so I researched how car paints are made and what makes them, what's that shiny stuff. And the shiny stuff in car paints is called mica. Mica is actually a type of rock. And I guess they dye the rock or something like that, and it becomes this shiny silvery stuff. You can see how silvery this is. It actually looks like car paint. So if you can get the right color mica, which is very cheap, like 25 cents, you mix it in with your custom tinted car paint, and that can make it look metallic, or that can make it look pearl, or that can make it look whatever you need. So that's the key. Oftentimes, the mica layer is added as a separate layer called the mid coat. So first you have the ground coat, and then you have the mid coat, then you have the clear coat. The mid coat is basically a clear paint mixed with mica, and that creates the two-dimensional look of the paint. So you actually see through that coat, but there's like little sparkles in that coat, and then you see the ground coat through it. So the ground coat is very important, and then the mid coat is also very important. The mid coat can't be too opaque because you have to be able to see the ground coat behind it in order to give the three-dimensional effect. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and open this black, mix it in with my white. Yeah! I got butterfingers, yo.
Alright, so you can see that's what I just created, and it's much too bright. It needs to be like the center one. This is the color we're going for. So it needs more black. What? Still not close. Much too bright. Wow. I need a lot more black. Too much? I hope not. No, it needs to be a lot darker. Dang it. That was 3 drops. Negligible difference, so I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. A lot of black, man. Come on! It's still... It's that one right there. It's still not even close. Man, how much black do I need? What's up, Carl? Okay guys, I just did this one right here. It needs to match this center part. And it's right here. I think darker.
You know what I find to be really amazing? That pearl white is actually just really light gray. Or at least the base coat is. I just thought pearl would be like pink or tan or something, but it's just light gray. My eyes play tricks on me. That's the magic of using Photoshop's color grabber tool, so that you can actually pick out the color and see exactly where it falls on the spectrum of color. Here's the color that came with the touch-up kit for my car. We've been trying to match it. This was the test match that we did on a small batch. Then we started darkening our light batch, our large batch right here. This is a huge batch. And here's the latest one right there. And I'm going to check it in Photoshop. I just let it dry. It dries darker, so you got to bear that in mind. I'll compare it in Photoshop. So I'm going to take a screenshot. We'll use the color sampler. I don't want any glare, so I'm just going to try to get a nice even coat, even light coat on it. Okay, I mean that looks spot on the camera. Let me just pull it in Photoshop now. Okay, so we're comparing this one to this one. Woohoo! Look at that. This little thing does not move. Look at this. So I'm dragging it. You got some variation, but it's pretty still. If anything, this has more of a red. This has a little more of a blue. Look, it has blue right here, red right here. It just depends on where you click. But the value is still there. I mean, it's gray, so it doesn't really matter. It's not saturated enough for slight red or slight blue bias to really matter. But that is very, very close. I mean, look at that. That barely moved at all. Yeah, so I nailed it. That's how you verify that it's a spot-on match. So that's like the perfect way to know for sure